Hello. Are we live? Yes. I think we are, right? Okay, show me a sign if everything's working properly. And if not, of course, you cannot show a sign. But what we're going to do in the meantime, I'm like closing some windows because I have the feeling my stream is not perfect. My internet connection. It's raining outside. And we're going to do DMT breathing today. Deep breathing today. Oh, oops. Deep breathing today. Oh. Sorry about that. I had my own link on. All right, we're going to do DMT breathing today. And we're doing a breathing technique. It's called TT breathing, Tim's technique, my own technique, the intermediate version. 3 phases in 1 round. Round 1, breathing a lot. Like in TT5, we breathe 5 times deep in and out. And then TT10, 10 times. TT30, 30 times, and so forth. Now we're going to build it up slowly. All right? And at all times, make sure you watch yourself good, because this can be intense. And, listen to yourself, your own body, before you listen to me. All right? Don't trust me. I'm from Amsterdam. Anyway, this is like me making jokes in front of myself, nobody's reacting. Like my kids, I have 5 kids, they're all looking like, was that funny? No. Anyway, so phase 1 is breathing more. In TT5, we breathe 5 times, TT10, 10 times, and so forth. Then phase 2 is the breath hold. Now, the breath hold consists of 2 things. This is different than the Wim Hof method, by the way. In TT breathing, we breathe in deep, hold our breath on the breath in, and then after a little while, sometimes 5, 10, or 30 seconds, we breathe out and we hold our breath at the breath out. Yeah, so first hold it on the breath in and then on the breath out. And then the last phase, we take a deep breath in and we hold it again on the breath out. Breath in, excuse me. Now, if you didn't get this, don't worry. Let me put this light a bit lower because it's like shining in my face big time. If you didn't follow this completely, that is totally fine, because I'm going to guide you. Now, what I just explained, the 3 phases of TT breathing, that's TT basic. What is the intermediate? The intermediate is that every time on the breath in, when we hold, we squeeze our lower muscles. Your butt muscle, your root lock, in front of your butt muscle, maybe you want to squeeze it, take a deep breath in. Squeeze your butt muscle. In front of your butt muscle is Mula Bandha. You can squeeze that too. Either one of the 2 muscles or both of them. Yeah, so on every round of breathing, we squeeze those muscles twice. And what happens if we squeeze those muscles? 2 things. First of all, you push the blood up to the head. More oxygen in the head may cause DMT production. This is very pseudoscience. There's no scientific evidence for anything that I'm saying yet, but I feel this very strongly. Some breathing instructors claim it's the truth. I feel it very much, but there's no scientific evidence. Anyway, by pushing the blood up to the head, you get more oxygen in the head, and DMT may be released. The second thing that is happening is that by squeezing your lower muscles, you squeeze the spinal fluids up to your head. At the end of your spine, like somewhere in the middle of your head, is a little gland, the pineal gland, that is responsible for DMT production. Also for serotonin production and also for melatonin production. But today we focus on DMT. All right. Let me know in the chat. There's a chat over here. If you have a question or if you want to say something. We're going to be finished around, my time, 5:30 in 25 minutes. And after that, I have time for Q&A if you have some questions or whatever. If you want to say something, you can. typing. All right? Okay, so please slow down your breathing, close your eyes. Breathe through the belly, deep in, longer out, while I will state some practicalities. You cannot join this breathing technique if you're sitting in a car, driving the car, and when you're in or near the water. Keep on slowing down your breaths, please. Deep into the belly, nose in, mouth out. Breath out is twice as long. You want to make sure you're safe. If you want to be sure to be safe, then lie down, please. You cannot do this breathing when you are epileptic, and neither when you're 6-7 months pregnant or longer. You can be dizzy and tingling sensations. Keep on slowing down your breathing, please. Dizzy, tingling sensations, and you can feel cramps, like your hands are moving out of themselves. You can feel that around the mouth too. Keep on slowing down your breathing, please. So at any time, if it becomes too much, just skip around, because you're breathing the rest of your life, okay? You're not really missing something. You can play this back. At a certain moment, I will move it to my member section. Like 24 hours, I will leave it online for sure. Keep on slowing down your breathing. We're going to start in less than a minute. Oh, nice. Just a remark from Mr. Scott that Joe Dispenza has brain scans in his book from the pineal gland activation through this breathing technique, and it's a very similar breathing technique, I know that. But then again, a photo is not like a real clinical, double trial research, but it's very positive. Thank you. I will remind that, and it gives me a bit better feeling that this is actually happening. I feel it very strongly that DMT is released. Let's start. We're going to start with TT5. Yeah, so very simple, 5 deep breath in and out. So please breathe with me. Here we go. Full in, nose in, mouth out. Breathe in, hold, and squeeze lightly, start lightly. Breathe in and hold. Squeeze your root lock, squeeze it to the head. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out and hold at the end of your breath. Not too long, just a little while. This Thursday, DMT Thursday, is a bit more energizing. So we're not always holding our breath until we can't hold it anymore. That's more like Wim Hof method. We're not doing that today. Let's breathe in again, hold and squeeze again. If you want, use your hands too. And breathe out and let go. Let's do again, TT5. Just start very lightly. Deep in, belly, breathing mostly. Breathe in, hold, and squeeze to the head. Hold it for another 3, 2, 1, and breathe out slowly. Hold your breath at the end. Feel how your heartbeat goes down. In this out, after breathing out, dopamine is released. On the breath in, when squeezing DMT, on the breath out, holding your breath, your heartbeat goes down, adrenaline levels go down, dopamine is released. What a great mix. Sorry, I'm just a guy from Amsterdam, selling you your own dope. Breathe in and hold again. And breathe out again. Okay, we're just warming up. Let's go to TT10. 10 deep breath in. Start breathing deep, please. Last one, deep in, fully out. Breathe in, hold, and squeeze. Three, 2, 1, breathe out. Hold your breath on the end, at the end, after breathing out. A little bit longer. If you just arrived in this live video, please join, but lie down and make sure you're not driving a car or near or in the water. We're going to breathe in again and squeeze. Here we go, fully in. Squeeze. And let go again. Breathe out. Fully let go on the breath out. Let's go to TT20. 20 deep breath in. Feel free, you can already start if you like. Feel free if you feel like it to breathe in through the mouth. Of course, nose in is cleaner, but mouth in brings in more oxygen. Like some people say. So feel free if you just want to feel like breathing through the mouth, it's okay. Okay, that's all I want to say. Here we go. Fifteen more. Ten more. Last 5, extra deep. fully in, everything out. Breathe out everything, empty your lungs. Breathe in and hold your breath and squeeze. Keep on squeezing. Squeeze the blood, the spinal fluids to the head. Squeeze your butt muscle, your mula bandha. If you want, use your arms and squeeze the blood to the head. I'm going to give a little command to your pineal gland. Produce more DMT now. Hold it for another 3, 2, 1. And breathe out slowly. And hold at the end of your breath. And then while holding your breath, so stop breathing wherever it feels right and hold your breath. And while holding your breath, feel your heartbeat maybe. Feel your blood vessels. Feel your gut. Feel your pineal gland. Feel the DMT production. Feel the dopamine release. Just feel. I'm going to take a breath in 10 seconds. Hold and squeeze again. Here we go. Squeeze. And breathe out and let go. Let's do TT30. And now I'm speeding up the pace a little bit. So start breathing deep already. The first 10, breathe a bit slower or however you want. The next 10 a bit faster. The last 10 even faster. Here we go. Next 10, as deep, but a bit faster. Last 10, even faster. Speed it up. Last one, fully in, fully out. Empty your lungs. Breathe in and hold and squeeze. Keep on squeezing. We're going to squeeze a little bit longer. Squeeze those lower muscles, butt muscle, mula bandha, lower belly muscles. Use your hands if you can. If you have a cramp, forget about it. Keep on squeezing, another 10 counts. And breathe out and let go. Hold it at the end of your breath. Just stop breathing out when it feels right and hold your breath. and relax here. Feel. I'm gonna hold another 30 seconds. If the breath hold is easy for you, breathe out the rest of the residual air. 15 seconds more. And breathe in, hold, and squeeze again. And breathe out and let go. Okay, let's go for TT50. Same story. Start breathing in deeper, but start a bit slow and focus on breathing really deep to the belly. Start speeding up a bit. Keep on breathing. Start speeding up, but keep that deep belly breath. Maybe belly first and then pull it to the chest, but don't only breathe to the chest. Not like high up and down. Breathe to the belly fully. Deep breath in. Speed it up a little more. If you become too dizzy, however, this is your tuning button. And if you want to feel less, it's too overwhelming, totally fine. You slow it down a bit by breathing in slower, but always deep. If you want to feel more, you breathe in as deep, but faster. So speed it up even more, if you like. We're going into the last 10. Go to your maximum. Make sure you're safe. Lie down if you're really dizzy. If you really want to sit, make sure your hands are in front of you and you lean a little bit forward. Last 10, as fast as you can. Last breath, fully in, fully out. Breathe in, hold, and squeeze. We squeeze a little bit longer than the last rounds, so keep on squeezing. If it's too much, it's time to breathe out and hold your breath. Keep on squeezing. We're squeezing 20 seconds more. Squeeze your lower muscles, belly muscles. Squeeze it to the center of your head. Speak to your pineal gland. Produce more DMT now. Squeeze it a little bit more. To the crown of your head. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe out. like breathing out through a straw. Stop breathing where it feels right. Trust your feeling. And let's hold our breath a little bit longer. "30 seconds more. If your breath hold is easy, breathe out residual air. Almost there. Let's breathe in together. And here we go. Fully in, hold, and squeeze. Five counts more, squeeze it to the top of your head. And breathe out and let go. No, nothing. Just feel your body. What part of your body are you feeling? Is it your skin? Is it your forehead, the crown of your head? Your left knee, your right toe? It doesn't matter. Just check in with your body and breathe into that part that you feel the most. Now, let's do a little visualization / body scan. Imagine you're sitting on the beach and the sun shines on your face. Feel that sunlight being absorbed by your skin. Responsible for the production of serotonin, also in the pineal gland, by the way. Now grab that sun and place it 30 centimeters above your head. And now let that sunlight, let the sun shine bright and that sunlight fall into your head, entering the crown of your head. Start filling up the top of your head, reaching your eyes. Relax your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your eyeballs, everything there. Reaching the ears, relax your ears, your nose, your cheeks, your lips and your teeth. Relax your jaws. Let that sunlight fall deeper into your head, reaching your skin. Let it fall into your whole spine, into the back of your neck, into your throat area, into your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Let it fall into your upper arms. Relax your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, the wrists, your hands, fingers, the tops of your fingers, and the palms of your hands. Now let's go to our upper back. Let that sunlight fall into your upper back, your chest, your whole rib cage, every bone of your body, your heart, your lungs, your spleen. Let it enter, let it drop down in your body. Let it enter every cell, every organ. Let it fall into your diaphragm. Relax your diaphragm. Let it fall into your lower belly, lower back, your kidneys, your intestines, your liver, gallbladder, pancreas. Let it fall down into your butt, your genitals. For the women, into your womb, and that all the organs over there. Let it fall into your upper legs, your thighs, your knees, shins and cuffs, ankles, your feet, your toes, the soles of your feet. Now, breathe in from that sun, breathing in solar energy, photons, whatever you want to call it, just energy. Breathe it into your body. And on the breath out, you send anything that your body doesn't need into the earth. And take one more breath. Breathing in from the sun, right above you, into every cell of your body. And on the breath out, you send everything you don't need to the earth. Now this is about half an hour, I think. Yeah. So feel free to keep on meditating like this. It's an amazing meditation. It's very simple. And it makes you rather thoughtless because you visualize something. Now the DMT in combination with the dopamine may make you a bit like, oh my God, I'm not here. You know, like you're thinking less now and hopefully more positive thoughts. If you just want to log off and go on with your day, that's totally fine. But if you have a question, I can answer them. And I saw some things coming in. Yeah, first a remark of Mr. Scott. You know, I love Joe. I know Joe personally. But there's, you know, like I'm also a science nerd. And a picture is not scientific evidence. Yeah, so Mr. Scott 01 said, like, Joe Dispenza has brain scans shown in his book from pineal gland activation through his breathing technique, pushing spinal fluids to the brain. So yes, it has been proven to happen. There's like, within the steps of science, there's first like anecdotal evidence, you know, somebody gives a testimonial. Like, you know, Wim Hof's method, you know, has loads of testimonials of people that cured their autoimmune illness. That doesn't mean that it's proven that it cures autoimmune illness. You know, like, that whole scientific process, you need like double clinical trials, and science is very slow and sticky and extremely boring sometimes and extremely frustrating. So if you ask me, do I believe that this is happening, and Joe is right, with every cell of my body. I feel it, I can see it behind my closed eyelids, the mosaics and everything. But it's not like Joe is saying like real scientific evidence, you know. But anyway, Joe's a brother, he's totally cool. Yoga Evie sends a YouTube player. Thank you. That is like kind of hard, right? And Tim, shout out Tim. Thank you, Yoga. Shout out Yoga Evie vlogs. Free Spirit. Wow, love it. Powerful. Thanks, man. Yes. Let me know how you're doing, please. Leo, hey, man. Really, Leo is a friend of mine. Well, you know, like we've met during a course and we speak sometimes, and I consider you a friend. Did you have corona, really? So did you use the breathing techniques that we've practiced together? I hope so. And you're still alive. I hope you're good, that no problems with your lungs and stuff like that. Anyway, good to hear from you, man. Free Spirit. I once did a Kriya breathe session. What kind of cleared my red in my eyes. What a friend. Sorry, I don't get that. free spirit. Like, what happened in your eyes with something red? The red in your eyes? Okay, it's I think what you're saying, like, if you push it really hard, that's why I always keep on repeating, like, don't overdo it. I think I've never heard of it, but I think it's possible if you push so hard, like, that, like, blood vessels in your eyes could snap. I don't know. I don't understand your question, so please ask it again. It's born. Hey, man. How are you? All is good with me. Thank you. I have a question. Great. Thank you. I know what breathing with belly means, but never really understood what it involves. I just use my lower muscles as if I'm in the toilet. Okay, I'm not sure if I get that. Like, okay, let me, belly breathing is as simple as you describe it. Like, basically, let me stand up. I know you know this, but you breathe in and out. So this is belly only, yeah? Can you actually see that or not? Now, then there is chest breathing. I'm sure you know what that is. And then there's belly to chest. So like belly, chest. Belly breathing, I think, like, the more you do belly breathing, the more breathing techniques you practice, the more you're better to do it. And this is something that Stig Anderson is saying, that through breathing techniques you increase your lung capacity. That's another thing, and I completely believe, like, I feel my lung capacity is now more than 10 years ago, which is ridiculous. It should be less because you grow in age, right? But that's also something where I didn't see the science from. So I love to believe that, like, so the more you belly breathe, the more you're able to belly breathe. And we all got to start somewhere. And then there's two ways of practicing belly breathing. You can do this at night in bed. One is on your belly and the other is on your back. It's very, like, convenient. On your belly, it's just very simple. Because your belly is touching the mattress, you can focus better on belly breathing. So belly breathing is just easier. This is officially called the crocodile. Yeah, you breathe deep to the belly, slow in, deep out. By doing it more often, you will be better to belly breathe. And the other one is called the FS breath. You can find it on my channel, by the way. Just find F-S breath, Tim Vliet, and you will go there. It's lying on your back and on the breath out, first making the sound of the letter F from flamingo. I know with my S, the F and the S look like almost the same because I have this lispel, but the F from flamingo. And the last 25% of your breath, you change into the S of flamingo. No, that's a joke. The S of snake, right? So from F to S. If you make the sound F, you put tension on your higher abdominals. Like, you push your breath down. And then on the S, you squeeze your deepest lower abdominals. Can you feel that? Then after that, because you put tension on it, it relaxes and you're able to breathe through the belly more. So those are extremely great tools. In the evening, doesn't cost you any time. Like 2 minutes on your back, 2 minutes on your belly, like, that's no time. And then at a certain moment, you will find through the day, you're walking on the street and you're like, hey, where's my belly? Yes, it's in the, where's my breath? Yes, it's in the belly, and then probably you look back at your life, you're like, hey, really cool stuff happened. It's just magic. I don't know what you mean there. I asked the wrong question, my bad. Oh, squeezing to the head. I'm nice, it's born. I'm like giving you like this whole explanation and then you meet something else. You never understood what it involves. Well, like, pretend you're a kid and you tell your mom, like, I want candy. And if I don't get candy, I'm gonna hold my breath and die. And you breathe in deep. And your squeeze actually like sitting on the toilet, but then you don't squeeze it down, but you squeeze it up. And you make that red hat, like trying to screw over your mom. But I tried it. My mom didn't buy it. Like. So does it make sense? Free spirit. I had been awake for 36 hours and was really tired. I had a lot of red veins in my eyes. He said, let's do a 20-minute cryo yoga breath, and it cleared my eyes. The red veins was gone, and I can't explain it. Okay, that's interesting. Well, the red veins is, like your cardiovascular system, like blood vessels. What happens if you breathe faster and deeper, like speed it up, so like you activate your sympathetic or fight or flight, in a healthy way. So it's like green stress. What happens to your blood vessels? They contract. And then when you breathe out and you hold your breath, they widen again. So I guess that the blood started flowing and cleared your eyes. Now, it goes a little bit deeper than this, because if you really activate that fight or flight, then the blood goes away from the neocortex, lower to your mammal brain or limbic brain and the brain stem, because there's where our surviving mechanism is. This is why if people really panic, they do crazy things, like, what are you doing? This is because the blood flows away. So by activating that sympathetic, and we are activating, we get like a pretty big adrenaline release when we breathe deeper. The blood is drawn away from your neocortex. This is another reason that you think less, simply because there's less blood here. And then on the breath out and holding it, where your heartbeat goes down and adrenaline levels drop, dopamine is released, the blood flows back. So basically this is like a little interval training, like running, but then for the breathing mechanism and your cardiovascular system. So that may have cleared out the red in your eyes. I hope that was a satisfying answer. And Utseborn saying, yeah, although it was the wrong question, you listened anyway. Thanks. You're really kind, Tim. Thank you, Utseborn. Alessandro, right? Is it? From Italy. You told me yesterday. Right. Luis Ortiz. Is there a difference between Wim Hof and David Blaine's breathing technique, and do they both produce DMT? Yeah, very good question. It's a total difference. Like as far as what I understand from David Blaine's technique, it's really to learn to hold your breath. So his morning ritual is 1 hour of like pumping, 1 minute like and hold it and extend that breath hold. So first of all, it's holding on the breath in for David Blaine. Wim Hof method, holding on the breath out. And Wim Hof method is much less intense and much, nicer. And the Wim Hof method is not about how long you can hold your breath, as long as you hold your breath as long as possible. Just stop timing yourself. If you're timing yourself, you're actually crawling in the head, forget about it. Nobody gives a damn if you can hold your breath for 2, 3, 5, or 8 minutes. Just don't time yourself. And Blaine's method is very much, it's very much for learning to hold your breath longer. That's his thing. He had the world record breath holding. Wim Hof method is more like a daily practice, to keep on doing every day and have that in your system. And it's like a 20-minute yoga class compared to a 1 hour CrossFit class, kind of. Do they both produce DMT? Okay, this is like, as far as I understand it, and I'm not sure how scientific this everything is, but I've read it, okay? I didn't hear it somewhere, in the streets of Amsterdam. The pineal gland produces DMT. Even more DMT is produced in the gut. We focus on the pineal gland, but by, like breathing belly in, this is why belly breathing is also so important, more blood flow there. There's more, even more, what I have read, DMT produced in the gut, but also in the lungs DMT is produced. So basically DMT is produced like in the lungs, in the gut, and in the head, like in almost every part of our body. So if you ask me, where's the scientific evidence? I say, don't have it. But if you ask me, do you believe that they produce DMT? I believe that with every breath we take, we produce a little bit of DMT. And when we breathe like deep and speed it up and activate that sympathetic lightly, you produce more DMT. So my answer to that question would be, yes, I think so. Alessandro, yeah, man. All right. Well, thanks for being here. You can watch it back for 24 hours, and then I'm moving it to my member section, because this is my member section. In my member section, you can breathe with me. This is my advertisement moment, you know. Suddenly you see all the viewers like, bye, Tim. I have this membership. Next to my subscribe button is a join button for $9.99 for $10 per month. You can breathe 3 times a week with me, always at the same time, and you can watch it back infinitely. So I'm going to keep this video live. You know, this week I felt like opening up to the public. I will leave this breathing session live. There's also the one from yesterday and Tuesday. Tuesday is Tumo Tuesday. I'm a total Tumo fan these days, especially in the morning. Wednesday is Dopamine Wednesday. It's like the basic breathing TT technique without the squeezing, although sometimes we have a little squeeze here and there. And Thursday is the DMT Thursday, is with squeezing. So if you want to practice breathing techniques, and it's always nicer if you get guided, you can subscribe to that join button, and you can do this 3 times a week. Oh, I see some more questions. I think. Oh, there's one more question coming. Yes. Thank you, Louise. And by the way, while I wait for this question from Kui. My name on YouTube is just Tim van der Vliet. But make sure you drink water. Yeah, by this belly breathing, we're activating our lymphatic system. We're like, you know, like we have been cleaning up. What happens that the toxins of our cells is dumped in the blood, and the blood dumps it in the lymphatic system. Now that is more active now because of our deep belly breathing, but if you want to help it even more and flush it out, drink water. Also, if you feel unwell after a breathing technique like this, it happens sometimes, make sure you drink a lot of water. And for the people in Amsterdam, by the way, I'm giving a course, Wim Hof Method course, Sunday, 3 to 7 p.m. at Ant Yoga in de Utrechtse Dwarsstraat, nummer 31. Okay, I'm still waiting for your question. That's a long question. Ah, there it is. My nose seems, thank you for your question. Sweet. My nose seems stuck. Not a runny nose, but it seems blocked. How can I help it? It seems to be more acute when I'm anxious for some reason. That's interesting, because if you're like anxious, you're like activating your sympathetic nervous system. That should rather clear it out. But it doesn't matter. Yes, there's very simple tricks. You can find that on my YouTube channel as well. Unblock your nose. Find Unblock Your Nose, Tim van der Vliet, my name, or Tim Vliet, VLIET. And there are, I think, 3 videos about that. Let's do that as a last thing. Unblock, and I wonder if it works. It works very good for me. My son, who's very, very allergic, he's like, well, in the videos it's Liam, he's now 8, but you can see him from 4 already in my videos. You know, like, like a cartoon within a cartoon, you know, in his own story, just doing his own thing. But he has always blocked nose. And we're gonna breathe in through the nose. You know, if it's completely blocked, this is not possible. But breathe in, even if it's difficult, through the nose. Hold our breath. Then pinch your nose and tap your forehead while holding your breath on the breath in. When you want to breathe, breathe out through the nose and do this again. Let's do this 2 or 3 times. So please breathe in through the nose and hold. Grab your nose, tap your forehead. Now do this as long as you can. If you need to breathe again, breathe out through the nose. In through the nose. Again, pinch, tap. Out. No, and do that. If you really want to get over it, 5 times, repeat it another 3 times. You may want to move your head a bit, you know, so like you're shaking up your head, but not too fast, just very lightly. Keep on tapping, or walk around while doing it. Then you don't have to shake your head, but because of your stepping, you know, you're moving. You want to like micro move your head, basically. Does that help? Yeah, thanks for waiting. Thank you for asking good questions. It's very nice. Good session. Thanks, Free Spirit. Talk to you soon. Utseborn. Need to go? Yeah, I need to go too. Be healthy. Super good. Thank you. My kids too. Thank you. Your kids too, Alessandro. David Verheyen. My nose always opens up doing the Wim Hof breathing. If it's not completely open after that, then the rest opens in the cold shower. Yes, exactly. That is actually because you're activating your sympathetic nerve system. One of the, you know, the fight or flight, one of the features of that is that the airways clear out because you need more air when you are in that fight or flight. It's very good. Cool. Okay, guys. Thank you for sticking with me so long. And if you want to do this, you know, 3 times a week, breathing with me, then join my membership, the perk 2. The perk 1 is just, you know, like sponsoring me for $1.99. Like you get love from me and my kids. And the perk 2 is $9.99 per month, which is Tuesday, tumor breathing, Wednesday, dopamine breathing, Thursday, DMT breathing. All right? And see you somewhere else. If you see this later and you have something to say, please leave a comment. Right? Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Oh, by the way, I have something. I just made this. And I think it's cool. I just made I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm not sure if you can put links there, but yes. I just made a guide for tumor breathing. So like a little tutorial, you know, like maybe 3-4 minutes read, like very, very concise. And that's the breathing, the different levels of tumor. Now, I know about tumor for a long time, but I've been practicing it now for 6 months and researching again. And I don't know everything, you know, like I practice first and then I share and I practice with you. But I'm going to be the total Tumo Tim specialist, you know, because this is an amazing, very, very simple technique. And, you know, in the end, I want to try it out. This Tumo breathing is the Tibetan monks that do this breathing. They sit outside in the snow with -25 and they put these wet towels around their shoulders, and half an hour later it's dried up. So they can heat so much heat with this meditation / breathing technique. And this link that I just sent is what I made today, is my Tumo tutorial. And let me know what you think of it, please. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Almost an hour. I'm gonna go to the kids, juggle them around. You cook, you clean. I wish. All right. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye bye.